At your big age. At your big age, you're doing that. You need to retire. What is up, guys? It's your girl Shaylaaaliyah, aka Symbolic Queen. I am back with another freaking video, okay? As you can see by the title, I'm going to be telling you guys how I got bullied by my teacher. Shaylaaaliyah, please don't copyright me, yeah. That was so fast, but you know, we're going to keep it going. If you guys are new here to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My name is Shaylaaaliyah. I do things I relate to here. I'm going to be doing wigs soon. I'm going to be doing more vlogs. I'm going to be doing fun things. And I'm going to be doing more story times. If you guys enjoy things like that, don't forget to hit that freaking subscribe button. Like, join this family. Be my kings and queens, okay? If you want to be a lion or a lioness like me, hit that subscribe button, okay? We're going to get right into the freaking video. Hold on, let's see if I can do this right.
What are you doing?
I have my notes, like always, whenever I'm ready to talk to you guys. I have my notes and I have my receipts, my email to get out the class, okay? So, we're gonna start with like a little back story, okay? So, this happened my senior year of high school. We're gonna call the teacher Miss Lopez. So, I had AP English with Miss Lopez, and I never heard about her before, like prior to me having her class. She never heard about me prior to having her, and having me in her class. And yeah, like I never had anything, like when it came to high school, even now I never hand in anything late unless like I'm sick and I can't go to school physically. And even that, if I could email it to the teacher, I email it to the teacher. Yeah, I'm a good student. I was basically a A student, maybe like a high B once here and there. Like once in a while I was a B student. But yeah, like I did not play with school because my mom didn't play with school, and I ain't want my butt whipped, so
Period.
okay, we're just gonna get right into the video, okay? So that was my the little backstory of me and her. And yeah, I had class, this AP English class with my best friend, so that's like the only person that's really important in this one. Not saying that the rest of the people in the class weren't important, you guys, I'm sorry, but yeah. So this was the AC. We're gonna say this is AC because it blows air. So me and my best friend, we sat in front of the AC, okay? And it was like September, October-ish when this stuff was happening. So me and my best friend, this is the AC, me and her sat in front of the AC. So this is me, this is her, this is the AC. We sit right there in front of the AC. It's September, October, mind you. I'm going to keep saying that because just remember that. And we live in New Jersey, mind you. It is freaking September right now and it's cold as hell, okay? All right. So, So, yeah. So my first incident that I can remember with this teacher is because I had, okay, my school, we had like my high school, we had uniform, so we had to wear either a black, white, or burgundy collared shirt. Me, keeping it real with y'all, I did not wear uniform. Like I would wear a t-shirt like this, and I never had a problem with any teachers because if the teacher was a stickler for uniform, I would carry a shirt, and I was respectful, and I would make sure I had a shirt on during the day when I had their class. Because for the most part, it was like you didn't really need the shirt. You needed the shirt to get into school, and then if it was like it didn't matter. Like especially I had TV production, so I had to take off my shirt, and I had to change sometimes. I had to bring clothes sometimes because yeah. So yeah, so like I was just like, okay, she made sure, like Miss Lopez said, okay, I'm a stickler for uniforms, so please make sure you have your uniform on in my class. I was like, okay, no problem. The problem that we had with that, like the only incident we had with the uniform was me wearing my oversized crew neck shirts, like sweatshirts, and I would wear them. Listen, I would wear them and I would have my collar showing, so you could see my collar. Like you knew I was wearing a uniform. Like there was no reason why you should be like, oh Shayla, you're not wearing a uniform, oh I can't see your uniform. I made sure of that you could see my uniform because I don't want any problems, because I just knew, like I had a feeling that I wasn't feeling the teacher, but I didn't want to just be like, I don't like you. Like because I didn't know her like that, but I don't like you. Like, that's what it ended up being, because she did things that was just like, what the heck is the point? But yeah, so I'm sitting. This is me. I'm sitting. She goes, because I'm like one of the first people that she calls. She's like, da 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 da. And the person's like, here. Like, Shayla. I'm like, here. And she's like, okay, I need to see your collar. I'm like, you know, for me, I'm just like, here's my collar. My sweatshirt's on. You can see my collar nice and clear. There was no reason for her to like question if I had a collar shirt on. Like, I had a collar shirt on. You can see the collar. That's that.
Okay.
That happened. Oh, and then she was like, oh, you need to take off your sweatshirt. And I'm just like, why do I need to take off my sweatshirt? When you can see my collar. It's right here. Like, mind you, this is the AC. The AC is on. Why do I need to take off my sweatshirt if the AC is on? Please let me know, because I was really confused. I'm just like, you have the AC on. Like, she accommodated the classroom to her liking. This is me editing, and like, I know it seems like it's not a big deal. Why don't you just take off your sweatshirt? But it's just like, out of everybody that was wearing a sweatshirt and a hoodie or a jacket, she always picked on me. But it would make more sense for her to let me slide, if anything, because I'm the one that sat in front of the AC. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's not a big deal, but at the same time, it's just like, it is a big deal, because why are you picking on me because I'm cold? Like, it's not my fault you have hot flashes, basically. But whatever, we're gonna keep going. So she accommodated the classroom to her liking. So when she was hot, the AC was on. And if somebody turned the AC off, there's been times when somebody's turned the AC off.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And she went ballistic. Like, don't touch the AC. Nah, nah, nah. Da, 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 da. So I'm just like, I'm cold. Like, that's why I have my sweatshirt on. Like, you can see my collar shirt. Can I just keep it on? So, like, I don't know exactly what was said, but I ended up keeping on my sweatshirt that day. But note this, guys. So let me put this away. Just remember, there's other people in the classroom that are wearing hoodies. They're wearing hoodies or like not wearing a collar shirt, and she didn't say anything to them. So I'm just like, all right, like, I'm gonna remember that. That was the first note. So yeah, well, that was the first like strike. Okay, so second strike was when, you know, it's the first week and she's explaining the work that we have to do for her class. So she's explaining the work or whatever, and a lot of people were unclear about what she was explaining for us to do, like when we got home, like that part or whatever. So I asked the question in class, and it felt like, basically I was like, oh, like I don't understand something. So then she basically made it seem like I wasn't listening and I was like talking instead of listening to what she was saying, what she was explaining. But in actuality, I wasn't. That's number one. And then number two, everybody else had the same exact question. So she didn't even answer my question, which was everybody else's question, which didn't get answered at all, because she started being funny and was like, well, if you guys would listen, then you would know. You guys, meaning me. You're talking about me because I'm the one that asked the question. And she made it seem like it was just like a dumb question. And I was just like, as a teacher, you should not do that. Like, again, this is me editing, and I know it sounds like I'm just being sensitive. Like, I really know it sounds like that. But, like, you guys have to understand, when somebody else asked the question, she gave them an answer. But with me, she wasn't giving me an answer. Like, she didn't give me nothing to work with, like, anything at all. So that's why I was just like, so you're just being funny towards me. Okay, bet. Well, what are you getting from that? Like, what are you getting from putting a high schooler down at your big age? At your big age, you're doing that. You need to retire. Like, get out. So That was like the second incident. The third incident, what was the third incident? She was just talking to somebody, and like the bell had rang, so everybody should be getting into class, you know, sitting down, getting ready for her to teach or whatever. And she was still talking to the person, so everybody's talking, whatever. And then she sat at her desk and she was just looking around. She didn't say anything or whatever. And then all of a sudden she's like, Shayla, can you please stop talking, please? Me? Mind you guys, this is my best friend, this is me, okay? My best friend, this is me. We're talking.
How's your day? My day's good. How's your day? My day's good.
We're right by each other. Why would I be yelling? Like, that makes no sense. So she's like, oh yeah, can you please quiet down? You're being too loud. I'm just like, but I wasn't being loud. Like, mind you, while she's saying that to me, everybody else is still talking because she just said my name. So then she was like, well, you were being loud and I just need you to stop talking. And I'm just like, but everybody else is talking. So now everybody's starting to catch on to our conversations. I'm just like, but everybody else is talking. How are you going to tell me to be quiet when everybody else is talking too? Like, you can't just call one person out when you didn't say to be quiet at all. Like, that makes no sense. Now it looks like you are just picking on me. Which you are. And like, that just doesn't look right. Like, you're grown and you're picking on me. Please sit down. That happened, and now I'm like complaining to my mom. I'm like, Ma, I don't like this teacher. Like, I've been told her that I think I don't like her because, you know, first day of school, she's like, how's your day? I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this teacher. So like, yeah, she's like, because I was like, oh yeah, I don't think I was like, Ma, I don't like this teacher. She's doing this and this. She's like, I don't like that. Mind you, my mom works in human resources, so she knows exactly what to say. And once she was like, once you bring in the word harassed, remember this, if you're having a problem with somebody and like you feel like they're treating you bad, and you use the word harassed when you write a letter to HR or to the principal or to whoever, like whoever's important in your job that you have to bring like stuff to, once they see harassed, then they're gonna be like, oh, like, whoa, we need to fix that. So yeah, that's what I was telling me. I was like, yeah, like, you're like, she really, real life was bothering me. Like, I felt harassed. Like, what? Like, you want to square up? Like,
Relax.
she really get me mad, get me tight. So yeah. So let me see. She threw slick jabs. She made people feel like they couldn't ask questions. She always just throwing shade at me. She told me to be quiet when everybody was talking. So then, I don't know how it got to this that day, but it ended up being one day when me and her were like, it should not have gotten like that, because it wasn't even like I was going back and forth with her, but it was just like, it was on some, like, she was talking to me like, I'm the authority, you're the student, you need to just be quiet and like take it, basically. Like, that's how I felt. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm leaving. I want to say that day I had came to class a little bit late, but I had a pass from my TV production teacher, and it was just because I was helping him out. With putting the cameras away, because he only trusted me and this other girl, and he needs to talk to us about TV production club too, but I ended up quitting. If you want to story time on that, I could do that too. But yeah, he wanted to talk to us or whatever, so then he gave us a pass. I was like 2 minutes late and I had a pass. Like, baby girl, here's the pass. So I gave it to her, and she was like, who is this? Who's this from? And I was like, dang it, I don't want to say his name. Mr. Squeeze. There we go, that's what I'm saying. I was like, it's from Mr. Squeeze. I was just with him for a little bit, that's why I'm late. Just like that. She's like, so you're late and you don't have your uniform on? I was like, I have my college shirt on right here. She was like, no, you need to take off your sweatshirt. Just basically picking at me. Mind you, everybody's talking. So then she keeps going back and forth with me. She's like, well, you need to either get out or take off the sweatshirt. I'm just like, your room is cold, you have the AC on. Like, I'm not taking my sweatshirt, basically. So then now people are starting to notice, because she was like, okay, well, you need to get out. I was like, okay. No, she was like, you need to take your sweatshirt off. So I ended up taking my sweatshirt off. Compromise. I ended up taking my sweatshirt off. I was cold. I was like, you know what? I'm sick of it. Like, that was like my last straw. I was like, can I please go to guidance? No, you can't. I'm just like, can I please go to guidance? No, you can't. I was like, can I go to the bathroom? no, you can't. I was like, okay, all right. You know, I had to think about it before I did it, but I was just like, you know what? My mom knows I'm having problems with this teacher anyway. I'm gonna just do it. My mom told me if somebody told me no, I can't go somewhere and I really need to go there, just get up and go. So I was like, you know what? All right. Put my book bag on. I was like, I'm never coming back. Bye. Like, I didn't say that, but like that was like my mood. I was just like, okay, bye. She's like, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? You need to come back here right now. Right now. I left. I went to guidance, and when I walk into guidance, the lady's like this.
Okay. She's like, you're Shayla, right?
I was like, yeah. She was like,
you need to go back to class. Miss Lopez says you need to go back to class right now because you're not supposed to be here.
I was just like, but I need to talk to my guidance counselor. It's an emergency.
It's like, well, you can't be here. The teacher said that you couldn't come out of class, and you came out of class anyway.
I was just like, but it's an emergency. Like, I need to speak to my guidance counselor. Like, I'm not even playing. She was like,
well, you can't because your teacher said you can't.
I was just like, okay. I'm not gonna argue because I don't want to be disrespectful, because then it's not gonna help my case, because it's not disrespectful to Miss Lopez, and if I'm disrespectful to another person, I'm like, oh no, she's out of order, she's a bad student, she's a bad girl, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I was just like, okay, bye, I'll come back later. I knew I was gonna end up coming back. So left. I'm in the hallway. We're looking for Shayla. We're looking for Shayla. Short, red hair, curly hair. We're looking for her. Of course, there's a security guard that knows me. Well, all the security guards know me, but they don't know me by like name. They know me by, somebody calls me Pretty Eyes, someone called me Little Red Riding Hood, and then one called me Shay because she knew my name. It was a basketball coach. He was like, Red. He was like, Shayla, I know you hear me. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, yes. He was like, I got her. She's right here. He was like, you gotta go back to class. I'm like, I can't go back to class. He was like, why not? I explained what happened. He was like, oh, I didn't see you. Basically, he was like, yeah, I didn't see you. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. He was like, all right, make sure you're not like wandering the halls. Basically, I was like, all right, I'll make sure like I'm not wandering the hallways. I'm just go about my business, like, because I just didn't want to go back to their class because I knew it was going to just be an ongoing thing. So I call my mom. I'm like,
Ma, Miss Lopez, she's bothering me again, and we just got into it, and she won't let me go to the guidance counselor. Like, I need to get out of this class.
hey guys, it's me editing again, and I'm just here to tell you guys that I actually forgot to mention that my teacher, Miss Lopez, she also wanted to sit down with me, my mom, the principal, and the guidance counselor, but the principal ended up saying no because she didn't want it to be a whole big situation because she knows my mom is crazy. So yeah, and the teacher was kind of upset about that, so just remember that when we get to the part where we're in the guidance counsel office. Bro, so finally my mom's like, okay, we wrote a letter. This is the letter. So it says, Miss Principal's name, I am respectfully requesting that my daughter Shayla be permitted to change the following course in which she is currently enrolled, AP English with Miss Lopez. I was supposed to say her name. Shayla is having issues with this course, and we are requesting that she is allowed to move to Honors English to replace AP English. If you require further discussion before this permit is granted, before permission is granted, please feel free to call your time and attention. Why can I speak? Your time and attention to this matter is appreciated, and I look forward to your response. Thank you. And then my mom's name. So basically, she had to write that in order for there to be records for the school, because I think they made a report about it. Because when I ended up getting my schedule and leaving, Miss Lopez was in the guidance counselor. She was like,
Why do you guys let students lie about teachers? It's just not fair how students have the power to lie and you guys actually believe it.
like,
Why are you crying?
girl. And then so I ended up leaving and going to Honors English, and I didn't even mind because I ended up learning more in Honors English than AP English. And then it was just like, so after I get out of her class, she's over here telling people, yeah, I miss Shayla, I wonder how she's doing, yada yada yada. She ended up being my proctor for AP calculus. Yeah, she was a proctor, and she was like, how are you? Are you okay? Like, how are you doing? And I was just like, I'm good. Like, I'm just great since I left your class. Like, you so phony. You're phony. Like, how you gonna act like you're cool with me after you just made that whole big thing? Like, how? And I'm just like, teachers really think like they have the power to say whatever they want to students and not get away and just get away with it. Cause yeah, teachers really think that they could just say what they want to students and get away with it. Because I was talking to another teacher and I was explaining to her what happened because she heard about it. And I was like, yeah, this and this happened. And she was like, that's crazy because this other girl, she was just like you, cared about her grades, and she ended up getting a bad grade with that teacher. When she asked her what she did wrong, the teacher would not tell her. And I was just like, so she just does this? Like, that's not fair. Like, you can't be doing that to people because that's like people's way out of like to college. That's future. So I'm just like, because I wasn't playing because I wanted to be in National Honor Society and I was not letting her hold me back. So I had to get out of there ASAP. And then for my high school students, if you guys are in high school and a teacher is being like that, get out of there because it's not going to benefit you. Like, and yeah, like, no. And teachers be thinking they have too much freaking authority. Like, And she was old too. Like, you need to retire
ASAP after this shit.
Like, get out of there. Like, retire now. Like, what are you doing? Get out. Like, I just I wasn't feeling it at all. Like, at all. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys enjoy this story time, if you guys like story times like this, hit that subscribe button. If you guys brush your teeth every day, hit the subscribe button. And if you guys like this video, hit that like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? I'm out.